Hey, what's up, everybody? Fat Mike here, and I'm really happy to be back. But before we get into tonight, I want to give a special shout out to all of our sponsors here at 1252. We have Nick and Ivy Brewing Company in Lockport. We have the Jonathan Darren Coldwell Banker Real Estate Team out in Homer Glen. The Cupcakery Bakery in Lockport, the best sweets around. We also have Berardi Law out in Homer Glen. We have Hype Productions, which are absolutely phenomenal, and also White Oak Farm Venue out in Michigan City, Indiana. That's where Megan and I just got married. It's absolutely beautiful. But we have a great show for you guys today. Absolutely unbelievable show. We are talking Bears all night, guys. We have former Bears, former Monster of the Midway, and current NBC Sports Chicago guy, Alex Brown, hopping on with us tonight. And I cannot wait to bring him on. I'm super stoked for tonight. I can't wait to get into everything with you. And on that note, let's kick this fucking thing on the road. Here we go. You are listening to 1252 Sports Entertainment. Parental discretion may be advised.
Woo! It's about that time. FatMike Chicago Sports. Yeah. Finally here. Shot City Sports is right here. Updates on news, get it here. No rumors, cause we keep it real. FatMike. Sit back, relax, sugar beer one of them nights.
Hey, this is Carmen DeFalco from ESPN Chicago, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Sports Show.
Hey, this is Dave Richard from CBS Sports, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hi, this is Jesse Rogers from the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott Merkin, the longtime White Sox beat writer for MLB.com and proud graduate of the University of Michigan. You're listening to me on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
This is Chuck Arfine, and you are listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. It's the best.
Hey, what's up? This is Greg Braggs Jr. from Braggs in the Stands, and you're listening to my guys on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. Boom!
Hey everyone, Fred Huebner from ESPN 1000. Great to be on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. I'm Dan Zaborski, senior writer for Fangraphs, and you're listening to Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
I'm JJ Stankovich from NBCSportsChicago.com and the Undercenter podcast, and you are listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey Sparkle, you know what I listen to? It's the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show with my guy, Fat Mike. If you listen anywhere else, no shock. Listen to Fat Mike. He's the best.
All right, and we're finally back, guys. It's been a long week, and I'm finally back. I've been waiting all week to talk to you fellas, all week to talk to all of you guys. I'm super happy to be back. I can't wait to get tonight's show going. Like I said earlier in the prelude to the show, we do have former Bears defensive end, former States defensive end, and a Chicago lovable guy, Alex Brown, coming on here to talk with me tonight, talk a little bit what it takes to prepare for the Packers and what he thinks about Matt Nagy, how he thinks about this offense, and how he thinks about this Chicago Bears team. We have a very limited time with him tonight, only about 15, 20 minutes with him, and that's more than enough. That's gracious of him to even give us, but I'm super happy to bring him on here with us tonight. It's going to be an awesome show. He'll be on here in about 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, what a big week, man. What a monster week. Last week, the Bears pull out a win against the Raiders. I was actually kind of shocked about it. Kind of shocked about it a little bit. Justin Fields looked pretty solid without David Montgomery. Our two running backs, Khalil Herbert and Williams, looked pretty damn good. Damian Williams looked pretty damn good. We're able to kind of mask up what David Montgomery can do on the ground. A good performance by our offensive line. Looked pretty solid. I was pretty happy about that. It could have been better. Yes, it could have been better. But all in all, great win. Get it going. Move forward. And now it's Packer week. We got Packer week. I'm not going to discuss all the bullshit that happened with John Gruden because, honestly, I don't give a fuck about John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders. I care about my Bears here, and I hope everybody else feels the same exact way. It's Packer week, guys. It's Packer week, and I, for one, am fucking pumped up for it. This is the first time in a long time that I have felt like the Bears actually stand a chance against the Green Bay Packers. Now that's saying a lot, because I am the most glasses half empty guy fucking around. All right. I really am. I'm the second I see that the Bears suck, I'm like, this team sucks. That doesn't make me less of a fan. It doesn't make me less of a fan. I just call it like I see it. Okay. And I honestly think that this week the Bears actually have a fighting chance to win this game at home against Green Bay. I really do. Excuse me. The way our defense has been playing over the last 2 weeks looks good. Granted, it's against the Detroit Lions. It's against the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to keep on calling them Oakland for the rest of my life, guys. That's never going to change. Okay, but they look good. They've been getting to the quarterback, which is nice. Robert Quinn looking nice coming off that edge. Khalil Mack finally pushing guys over, doing his thing, looking like Khalil Mack. It's been nice. And we did that last week with no Akeem Hicks. That's a big one. You guys all know how I feel about Akeem Hicks. Same way Mongo McMichael feels about him. Muffin top. He's soft up top. But we were still able to attack Carr in the backfield and pretty much stop the rush, which was nice. This week, though, we got the Packers. Tough team, man. They've been whooping our ass up and down the field for the better half of what? At least 30 years, right? They've been beating us up at least 30 years. I think it flips script this weekend. I'm saying right now, this is the coming out party this weekend for Justin Fields. I really feel that way. I really feel that this week is the coming out party for Justin Fields. I think he's going to have an awesome game. I think he's going to tear up that Green Bay secondary with ease. I really do. I feel it. I just, some reason, I got a gut feeling. And it's not going to be a blowout win. It's not going to be and they may even lose. All right. But for some reason, my gut's telling me this is going to be the coming out party for Justin Fields. I feel it. I got it. I got that feeling in my stomach. Now, I've been on the year, guys. I'm 1-4 against the Bears this year. I say they're going to lose, they win. I say they're going to win, they lose. But this week, I feel that Justin Fields has a nice day. I feel he comes out here and tears it up. Darnell Mooney's looking solid. Our backup running backs and Damian Williams and Khalil Herbert looked awesome last week. Khalil Herbert was pounding the rock. 18 rushes, 75 yards. That's all I needed was a touchdown, and he would have had a great day. Even still, coming off of just special teams and doing what he did this last week. Great performance by him. Allen Robinson coming back, making a few catches this week. I still wish they would get the tight ends involved a little bit more. I really do. But the one thing that made me happy too was bringing in Alex Bars as a tight end and making his ass block. That was awesome. It was fun to see. And they might throw his ass out there in a pass play once or twice. Mark my words, they may put his fat ass out there in a passing play. You might see something a little funny out of Alec Bars coming up soon if they keep on running that package. And the one thing that I've noticed too, it is a night and day difference, guys. Night and day difference. I hope that you guys see this too when you guys are watching the games on Sundays, is that Bill Lazor's play calling is a night and day difference between Matt Nagy's play calling. I said it a couple weeks ago, it's apples to watermelon, not apples to oranges. It's apple to watermelon. You can totally tell when he is calling a play. And we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. With Alex Brown, because Alex Brown, after that Cleveland game that I went to, Alex Brown, man, he chirped in on Matt Nagy. He chirped in on him. And we're going to go over that too, because I loved what he said. Because I've been saying it the last 2 years, year and a half. All right, now I know everybody likes Matt Nagy. He brought him to the playoffs twice with Mitchell Trubisky. Okay. But let's be honest here. That defense got him in there that first year when they went 12-4. Let's be honest. And last year they backed into the playoffs at 8-8. He didn't get him nowhere. I'm tired of hearing that he's a great leader of men. I've said this I don't know how many times. I don't want to hear he's a great leader of men. He's not William Wallace from Braveheart, okay? He's not the dude from, I said, the Arturus Maximus or whatever the fuck his name. I'm mixing his name with Arturus Carnitivus and the guy from Gladiator. He's not that guy. He can be all rah-rah he wants. He's just not that guy. The diarrhea of the mouth that he's had in these last press conferences. Last week, last Tuesday, before the game, he says Andy Dalton's a starter. Andy Dalton's our starter if healthy. Less than 24 hours later. 24 hours later. Less than that. He names Justin Fields a starter for last Sunday. It's just, oh man, he beats me to death, this guy. I don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. Guys, really quick, please, if you guys are on here, I see that there's quite a bit of people on here with us right now. Hop off the Facebook and please go to the YouTube channel, like and subscribe and comment on there, because then this is what I get. I get Facebook user. I want to know who I'm talking to. I want to know who you guys are. That's what I get. For some reason, StreamYard and Facebook haven't been connecting. Hop onto the YouTube. Get your butts on over there. It'll be a lot easier. Log on to the 12 to 2. That way I know who the hell you guys are. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Sunday. I really am. And look, going forward with Justin Fields, Laser looks he looks better than Matt Nagy. That's given. That's a given. But if we can continue doing this, if we can continue the progression in Justin Fields' game and make him and put him in situations where he excels, in situations where he's comfortable at, all right, call the plays that he's comfortable in running. I've said it a couple of times. Put this kid in super like setback, way back there. Put him in super shotgun. Protect this kid at all costs, because he is the future of the Chicago Bears. I love what I see out of this kid, and it's going to be awesome. But a lot of it lies on Matt Nagy's shoulders. He has to keep the playbook out of his hands. It's a must. I don't want to see Matt Nagy with the play sheet for the rest of the year. Ever again. Drink is good. I don't want to see him calling plays. It's miserable when he calls plays. It really is. The Bears haven't been able to run a screenplay in 45 years. All right, at least the last 25 years that I've watched them, they've never been able to run a successful screenplay. And then they always get beat on the screenplay. Like, what are we doing here? We got to get it going. We have to bear down. This team has the potential of being something great. It really does. You got to work these tight ends in. You got 3 solid ones. Jimmy Graham's a little long in the tooth, but you got this young kid in Cole Kmet. You got Jesse James, who I liked out in Pittsburgh. He's a little long in the tooth too. Jimmy Graham, they showed what Jimmy Graham is last year. He is a goal line threat. All right, he's a red zone threat. Utilize him that way, but you got to start utilizing these guys, or else you're going to start to become one-dimensional, and you can't do that. Darnell Mooney, I said last year, has the potential of being a player like Tyreek Hill. Absolute playmaking, unbelievably athletic, and the head for the game is par none. He is unbelievably smart when he is out there on the field, and he just creates separation like no other. All right, it's nice. It's really nice. And then you got this young, talented quarterback with an arm. Guys, I saw a stat earlier today. The Bears are number 1 in deep ball completion percentages with Justin Fields at the quarterback. That's unbelievable. The kid's only played fucking 3 games, and he's already number 1. That's awesome. That's something to look forward to. That's playmaking ability right there. That's him looking at all the receivers. He's not locking in on one receiver. He's not locking in on the dump pass to the sideline. He's not locking into the flat pass. He's looking at everybody and finding the best play for him, and that's awesome. This team has something here, and if we can get it going, we can really get it going. I know it's like Tyler says here, our guy Tyler here at 12 to 2, he says it's a small sample size. Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. But at least it's something going forward that we can build on, and that Laser can build on calling these plays. Now, before I bring in my guy here, Alex Brown, I was talking with Alex before the show even started. I was cracking up with him. This dude is sometimes, guys, I sit back and I have the talented people on. I have former Bears and guys that are involved all over the place here in sports media and former players. And a lot of the times they kind of like, they have their nose held high, like their shit don't stink. All right. Not Alex Brown. This dude was fucking awesome from the second I said hello to him. And I cannot wait to bring him on. I'm gonna get all girly right now. Like I'm more excited about this interview, all right, than I was about bringing Devin Hester on the show. I really am. I'm super pumped up. I'm super pumped up to have him on. Before we do bring him on, though, I would like 2 quick words from our sponsors, guys. I'm gonna play my guy here, my guy over at Nick and Ivy. Just got wind today. The Fat Mike Chicago Lager. That's me, guys. Is going to be sold in Burkotts. Can you believe that shit? My fat mug with the pizza and the 6-pack sitting there being sold in Burkotts. I'm super pumped up for that. And we're also going to do my guy over at the Coldwell Banker Real Estate Team, my guy John Darren. You're looking to buy a house, he's the guy to go to. So really quick, guys, 2 quick words from those guys. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Paul from Nick and Ivy Brewing Company. We are located at 1026 South State Street in historic downtown Lockport, Illinois. We are very excited to be partnering up with the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show, as well as the 1252 brand, because we are one of the few Chicagoland breweries that embrace sports and sports culture. Come in for a fresh brewed beer made right here in Lockport while catching the game of your favorite team. Stay for the live music that we have booked every weekend, or just come for a cozy atmosphere to enjoy a good conversation with a friend, loved one, or complete stranger. Nick and Ivy makes you feel right at home no matter what the occasion is. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook by searching for Nick and Ivy Brewing Company. Visit our website for our up-to-date tap list or to go shopping on our online store at nickivybrewing.com. That's NIKIVY brewing.com. Come in today for a fresh brewed beer born and raised in Lockport, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Darren, licensed real estate broker with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group in Homer Glen. Are you looking to buy or sell? Have you been disappointed in the past? The Jonathan Darren team with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group focuses on providing you with a concierge level of service during the process of buying or selling. We are a service-oriented team with a fresh and professional approach to selling real estate. Our goal is to combine knowledge, skills, and passion to exceed our clients' expectations, and most of all, we truly care. We are a knowledgeable real estate team focused on offering expertise and innovative solutions for our clients. The Jonathan Darren team has 5 full-service real estate brokers and a dedicated full-time marketer servicing all of Chicagoland. We will customize a detailed plan around your timeline for a sale, purchase, investment, estate, or other needs. Real estate transactions can be stressful, but don't need to be. Let us handle it for you. Visit our website, homesbyjdt.com, or call 708-308-1938 today. Expect better in real estate. Choose the Jonathan Darren team.
All right, guys, and I'm back. And here we go. I'm bringing on my guy here because I know this guy's got a bunch of stuff going on tonight, too. He's got his own podcast to record tonight. All right, Alex Brown welcomes me now. Alex, thank you so much for coming on, man. Thank you for having you.
Oh, this is awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. Shoot, I'm glad you were talking about beer. I'm like, damn, how can I get a 9-6 beer? You know what I mean? Like, I might have to call them, man.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, Nick and Ivy's where it's at. They got a Fat Mike, and they just released the.
I gotta try that Fat Mike. I gotta try it.
It's delicious, man. I gotta somehow, some way, I gotta figure out how to ship these damn things. I have to, because not only does Fat Mike have a beer, but also our guy here at 12-2, Fred Hubner, has an IPA called the Hubner, and it's absolutely delicious. Like, I'll have to send some to you sometime soon, man. I got to figure it out.
Okay, that works. I fly back to Chicago every weekend, so I don't know if they'll allow me to get it and take it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, they do. Yeah, you just go right there. I'll tell you what, when you're there, you go there, you let me know. We got each other's contacts. Sure. You let me know when you're going to head on up there, and I will buy you your first 2 packs. I'll get you a Fat Mike and a Hubner for you.
Done.
Sounds like a plan.
I came up a couple weeks ago, and Bojack, he got the cereal. So I was going to go by and get me some cereal, but he had a really, really bad game. I was like, man, shit, I ain't going to get the cereal. And I'm going to wait till he have a good game. Then I'm going to go get the cereal.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah. So really, Alex, man, a couple weeks ago, me and a couple of my buddies here. In fact, the owner from Nick and Ivy, me and a bunch of his buddies, we took the trip out to Cleveland.
Yep.
All right, and we watched Matt Nagy call one of the worst fucking games I've ever seen in my entire life, and that may be the worst Bears performance I've ever seen in my life. And it just so happens that I was there live for the entire action of watching Justin Fields become a part of the turf out there out in Cleveland. I loved what you said on the podcast with you, Kaplan, and Olin. All right. You said, and I'm gonna read it quote for quote what you said. This is the damn problem right here because there's no adjustment during the game. I need you to adjust during the game. You cannot wait until Wednesday. You cannot wait until Thursday. That's too late. Right. Now, when I read that, there should be a couple fuck bombs dropped in there. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like that's way too fucking late in my opinion, Alex. Okay, that's way too late.
Yep.
How do we fix this as Chicago Bear fans? Now the play calling's out of his hands. It looks like, okay? It looks like.
Yep.
But how can we build off this laser play calling? How can the Bears build off this? And how much pressure is that on Matt Nagy to give up the play calling when he did?
I think it's a lot of pressure. I think a lot of people try to do, they try to go back to Andy Reid when he gave up the play calling to Matt Nagy. Well, Andy Reid was 60 years old when he did it. Matt Nagy's still a young, up-and-coming coach, and he really wants like that responsibility, right? And now he has his franchise quarterback. He's like, oh, hell yeah, now I get to do it. I had to leave when they had Mahomes over at KC, but I got my guy now. Now I can do it, and it's not working. And you really want it to start working, and it really bothered him. It bothered the hell out of him that Laser came in and did a good job, and they won.
It had to, right?
Can you imagine, like, after that press conference that he had, all he was talking about was trying to include himself.
Right. It was me,
like,
me,
it all goes through
I.
It all goes through. Like, wait a minute, calm down. Like, that's not what it's about. What it's about is winning. That's it. So if you got to give up the play call, and do it. But it is hard being a young coach, a young offensive genius, right? So it's hard to do that. But he won't do it. He will not. He wouldn't have called the same plays that Laser calls because Laser doesn't have that I'm the genius type deal on him. He just wants imagine what we've been able to do offensively so far, and it's not anything spectacular now. Let's not get crazy.
Right. But it is a night and day difference, though. It is a night and day difference between a Laser call and a Nagy call. It's not apples, oranges. It's apples, watermelon. You can see it on the field.
Yes. And now something happened, that Cleveland game. Something happened. I don't know what, and I'm leaning towards, I ain't talked to anybody, but I'm leaning more towards Nagy was like, see, I told y'all he wasn't ready. See, that's awful.
Right.
That's awful. And that's why after that game, myself, Cap, Olin, Britt, we're all calling that he should be fired because if you're that unprepared for that game, you should be fired. If you deliberately went out and sabotaged this kid, you should be fired. Like,
thank you.
Either way, like it's just wrong. There's no way you can tell me they dominated us in that manner, and we only called about 5 or 6 plays.
Right. And I mean, this is coming from your former position, defensive end here. I didn't realize how good Jadeveon Clowney was until I saw him at that game. Okay, like I'm not even joking. Jadeveon Clowney, that dude's a fucking man amongst men on that field. All right, I always thought he was like a little softer than puppy shit until I watched him live at that game. And then he's forcing a double team while Myles Garrett's running freely, killing our quarterback the entire fucking game. All right. The best thing that I heard you say, Alex, was, I mean, I've been saying this since last year. You're supposed to, and I'm quoting you, my man. I'm quoting you. You're supposed to be an offensive guru. Since you've been here, it's been pathetic. And I fucking 100% agree with what you said there, man, because you nailed it right on the head. You're a carpenter's wet dream when you said that. You nailed it right on the head. And I'm not even shitting you because dude, it's been the same way since last year. Like, this fucking dude couldn't call a Pizza Hut to order a stuffed crust, let alone an NFL football game.
And it is very hard for me to when he was doing well in 2018 and everybody was so excited about him, he won Coach of the Year, and I'm sitting there and
because of the defense.
It's hard to say, listen, that shit ain't gonna work when it's 4th and 1 and we run a double reverse pass and we get it. Well, that ain't gonna keep working. We need some real plays here. You ain't gonna keep tricking people. And about game 12, game 11, you know what? We played the Rams, and I think that was the first game that it was like super tight, 16-15 or some weird score.
Yeah, it was like 15-6. It was like 15-6.
Like we won at home.
Right.
And from that point on, it's been like 17 to 20 points. That's it. That's all you're going to get. And it's like, we need more because our defenses, they've gotten 3 years older.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hicks was out. He was in there every game that year.
Yep.
Last year he got hurt, or 2 years ago he got hurt just before the Raiders game.
Yep.
Missed time there. This year he's out now. You know, we missed Eddie Goldman all of last year. Khalil Mack when Khalil Mack got here, that Green Bay game, you could have put 4 people on him. It didn't matter. He was gonna beat the shit out of everybody. But now, like he's still good as hell now. Don't get me wrong, but it's like
he's lost a half a step.
I understand, like, and a half a step, it brings him to where I am now. It brings him to where I am, like where I was as a player on my really good day. That's where he's at now. He's at my peak. I don't think he's special anymore. Special is what Myles Garrett is doing. Oh. Now, Khalil Mack, listen, I don't want anybody to take that. I'm taking anything away from K-Mac because K-Mac's a hell of a player.
He's still a Pro Bowler with that half-step loss.
Yes.
He's still an athlete. He's still amazing, and he's still top 5 at his position, even with that half-step being lost. Right.
That's a compliment to how special he was.
His athleticism
was
through the roof.
And still be that guy. Like he's a monster. So, and I really like him. I think he's a great dude. I think he's a hell of a player. So, but these guys are getting older.
Right.
So when guys get older, they start to lose a little bit, even if in their mind they don't lose it or their body's showing up. Like it take them longer to heal. It take them longer to get ready for that Sunday game. So, I mean, we need the shit to happen now.
Right, exactly.
We're wasting away these guys' career.
Right. Now I got a question for you, and you brought it up here a little bit ago, just a second ago with Akeem Hicks and with Eddie Goldman.
Yep.
I am not, and now as a Bear fan, now I've been watching Bears football for 25 years of my life religiously. All right, I'm a fan first, Alex. Like that's what I am, man. I watched you play. There was times I was like, Alex, what the fuck are you doing? And there was, like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and blow smoke up your ass. Okay. I'm critical of everybody because I want my team to win. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, especially with, like I said, Akeem Hicks and Eddie Goldman. Mm-hmm. I'm not happy with my Bears defensive tackles. I like Kyrus Tonga. I think he's a mover. He reminds me so much of Vincent Wilfork. It's funny. Like he's a monster. He's just a blob that you can't fucking stop. All right. But with Akeem Hicks and Eddie Goldman, what do we do with this? Because this is something that can be upgraded in the offseason if need be. Is this the year that we not move up, but upgrade at that position? Or do we give it one more year with those guys?
Okay, so we're on the opposite end of this. I don't think there is a player out there you can go get that's better than Akeem Hicks to play 3 technique in this Bears system. When he's in there, Roquan Smith goes crazy. When he's out, Roquan gets lost because they can get up to the second level. Okay, and they can get a guy on him. Eddie Goldman is the best nose guard, in my opinion, in the league. He just hadn't played in a year. That's all.
All right.
He's the best in the league. He is a monster. They require double teams. You know why? We're not just leading the NFL in sacks. I think we're leading in sacks. We're not just leading in sacks because Khalil Mack and Quinn are just beating their guys. We're leading because the 2 inside guys got to be doubled, so they got to put a tight end on Quinn, or they got to put one-on-one blocking on Khalil Mack. So that stuff goes unnoticed in the stat sheet, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't go unnoticed because they're doing the dirty work in there, and they're getting us in those 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 12s, where they're stopping the run, even though we're giving up, I think, 100 yards of rushing. We need to tighten up on that. other than that, I think we're doing pretty damn good, honestly, up front.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been a struggle for me because they haven't played. Like that's what bothers me the most, Alex, is that these guys, they don't play. Akeem Hicks, one of the best things I've ever heard in my life was Mongo McMichael calling Akeem Hicks a muffin top. And like he calls him a muffin top. And to me, when I think of that, it means he's soft up top. He's soft. What's going on? He's got a shoulder injury here, an elbow injury here, a finger injury. Or does it mean he's mentally soft at the line? Now, I'm not saying nothing. I love Akeem Hicks. When he plays, he is a fucking monster. And he does, like you just said, he demands a double team. He does, which is able to free up Khalil Mack, which is able to free up guys like Robert Quinn. It's
so my
awesome.
question is, what else do you want out of that position?
Healthy. I want healthy is what I want. I want, and I'll say this again, and this is my guy Tom Waddle. I know you've heard him say it a bunch of times. The best ability is availability.
Yes.
Plain and simple. You got to be able to play. We're paying these guys this amount of money. I know Akeem Hicks is getting a little older. Eddie Goldman, he's still on a rookie deal for crying out loud. You have to be there.
He signed a new deal.
Oh, he did sign it. Okay.
Eddie Goldman signed a new deal.
My bad.
He's on that
my
good
apologies.
Money. Yeah, he's on that good money now.
But your best ability is availability, and that's what I want to see out of these guys. Because when they're on the field, that defense is unstoppable. And when that defense is unstoppable, that creates turnovers, that creates fumbles, that creates interceptions for Eddie Jackson. And I'm not a.
We got to say takeaways, though. We can't say turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers, takeaways. I'm sorry. Yeah, takeaways. Takeaways. Yeah. See, this is where your football IQ is a lot better than my football IQ. This is why I sit here and bullshit for a living, and you sit there, you make the big bucks.
Like it's just, I mean, takeaways. It's because the defense take the ball away. It's not like they're giving it to us. Like we took it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a takeaway. It's not a turnover. They didn't just hand it over to us. No, hell no. We had to take it away. So, but I think if healthy, and I'm with you, you have to be available because you can be Walter Payton if you're never on the field. Then who cares?
Right. Who gives a shit? Right.
I mean, you're talking to a guy like I played 9 years. I missed no games. Like I was always there. Like I was always at practice.
Stud, Alex. You're a fucking stud. That's why, my man.
I was hurt, but I just like it was in me, and like it was ingrained in me from preschool to my senior year. I missed one day of school. Like it's in me to be there. Like I gotta be there. Period. So like as I kept going through school, and that rolled over into my job. Like if this guy's better than me. Well, I'm gonna be there every day. Coach ain't gonna never see him.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. So
exactly.
So I mean, I think if everybody's healthy, we got Danny Trevathan back. We do need that. We do need Hicks. We need Hicks in there to take up that double team so we can get the All-Pro.
Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack.
Damn, he about to make $100 million too, and I just blanked on his name. Roquan Smith.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's the best linebacker in football.
Yeah, we can get the All-Pro Roquan. But when he's not in, we get the really good Roquan because now he has to do more. That is one thing he has to do better in his improvements as he continues to grow as a player. Just be able to get off blocks. Show that I don't give a damn who's in front of me. It don't matter because you can't block me.
Right.
You know, that's it.
I'm one of those guys. Me and my buddies have been talking. I've been spouting this out for the last probably 8 games that Roquan Smith is the best linebacker in football, and I have yet to. Nobody has proved me wrong so far. This guy is a tackling machine. He's always up the middle tackling. He's always behind the line of scrimmage. This guy, he's always where the ball is at. He's unbelievable. He's awesome.
Yep.
Alex, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go back and see. Like, go back and look at the games that Hicks missed. Because if we're talking about replacing Hicks, go back and look at those games and see what Roquan did. Just look at what he did. And then look at the games when he plays. What does Roquan do?
Because I got you.
There's a correlation there.
There's
a correlation. Briggs and I have this conversation a lot. And when Hicks went out last game, first game, I think it was first play of the game, Hicks went out with that groin.
Yep.
You tell me, outside of that sack, what did Roquan do in the last game?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there is a correlation to it, and for him, if I'm in his circle, which I'm not, if I'm in his circle, I'm in his ear about that because upstairs, if they're gonna give you $100 million, they want to know that there are very few weaknesses for you. So shore that one up.
Right.
Shore that one up. Show them that you can be that all-pro player, even if Akeem Hicks isn't in there.
I got you.
Then there's no question. Like at all. I think Warner at San Francisco. I think the kid out of Indianapolis and Roquan are all right there together. I'm not really ready to say who's better, but I think they're all right there together, and they make $98 million. So Ryan Pace, you better sign him now. It's going up.
It's going up every game. It's going up every game. Alex, I know that you got a lot of stuff to do. I got a couple more quick hits for you, my man, and I'll get rid of you. All right. Thank you so much again for hopping on with us. I told you I wouldn't keep you long, and I really appreciate you coming out with us.
Absolutely.
It's been my pleasure. Honestly, it's been awesome.
This is awesome.
We got Green Bay week, man. I've been posting your Twitter picture all over. You fucking going after Rodgers, man. It's still one of my favorite plays of all time. Man. I hate the fucking Packers, man. What is going on in that Bears locker room for Green Bay Packer week? Fill us in a little bit. Let us know.
Okay. Yeah, fans have to understand this, that we don't fucking know. I'm from Florida. When I get here, I have no idea I'm supposed to hate Green Bay. The only guy in that locker room that can say that he knows is Cole Kmet. Because he grew up right here.
Right here in Illinois.
He's hated Green Bay his whole life, right? A guy that Roquan grew up in Macon, Georgia. Like he don't know about Green Bay and Chicago rivalry. But as you're here, you start to understand it, and you start to feel like the passion that the fans feel. So Justin, give him a little break if he don't understand it. Give him a little break if he say something crazy like it's just another game. Give him a break. Give him a break now. Maybe by year 3, if he still say it, then jump on it. But he we don't know. So, but the week is insane. The week is crazy. Once you understand it and you start to dig into the history of it, the week is insane. You know that every Bear fan feels that there's 17 games now, but we used to say if we go 2-14, everybody in Chicago is happy. Just make sure
those 2 wins are against Green Bay. You're goddamn right.
Remember 2001? 2001, the Bears went 13-3. That was the year before I got here. They went 13-3. 2 of those losses came from the Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
It just didn't even feel like a 13-3 year.
No, it
because
don't.
you lost twice to them. It's those games, man. You definitely want to beat them, and obviously they want to beat us. But they got Aaron Rodgers. Shit, when I played, they had Rodgers and Brett Favre. So they had Brett Favre, then Rodgers. So it's like, it's hard to beat them now.
The Green Bay Packers with quarterbacks over the last 25 years has been a fucking Madden cheat code for crying out loud. It's not fair. It's not fair.
And then they got the weapons on the outside. Like, I'm glad they went and chose Love, the backup quarterback.
Jordan Love.
Because I can't even imagine the fear in our DB's eyes if they would have drafted CeeDee Lamb. Oh, shit. Like, CeeDee Lamb and you got Devontae Adams? Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Aaron Rodgers won MVP with just Devontae Adams.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, It is incredible, like, what this guy does. Like, he's really, really good. But if they want to get rid of him, please get rid of him. Get him out of our division. Guys, get him out. Like, boy, that would be great. Now, for us, we were fortunate because we had Urlacher. So, Urlacher, there's a game that's being played within the game. So it's like a little cat and mouse game right there. And when he make a call, Urlacher will put us in a different call. And when he change it back, Urlacher would put us in something else. So all we had to do was listen to 54, and we knew. See, Roquan, that is where Roquan needs to go.
Excel just to that level.
Guy. Yes. Like he's good. He's really good. But to be that special player amongst, because in Chicago, you just said it. You said Green Bay, they can find a quarterback like no other.
Right.
Well, we're pretty damn good at finding linebackers and players.
Goddamn right we are. We're good at finding defense down here.
If Roquan is going to be that next special guy behind Urlacher, Briggs, and now if it's Roquan, then he has to be able to take this next step. And that's the step. Yeah, he's an all-pro, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tapping on the Hall of Fame door at that level and then holding that level for 5 or 6 years. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. So what's your prediction this week? I feel really good about this. Before we brought you on here, I feel really good about this week. And it's been probably 10 years since I felt good about a Packer game. I think this is the week. I honestly, Alex, I'm not even bullshitting, man. I think this is the week is the coming out party. It's been now 2.5 weeks. All right, for Justin Fields.
Okay.
I think this is the week where he has the coming out party. I'm saying 200 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and maybe even a rushing touchdown against this soft Packer defense.
Yep.
It is a soft defense.
Yep.
Jair Alexander going down hurts that Packer team. I mean, unbelievably. Jair Alexander is a monster. I love that dude. He's good. But without him, I can see the Bears winning this game.
Okay. Man. Oh, man. I think Justin will have a good game. I do. I'm right there with you. I think we still lose.
Oh, no. You're breaking my heart.
No, I know. But like all of these teams we play that we beaten, the teams that we beaten outside of Cincy, we haven't seen the amount of weapons on offense like this. And they have an offensive line that can actually hold up on our defensive line. So it's the matchups that come in play. And now we're talking about a Hall of Fame quarterback, not a second-year pro in Joe Burrow with a bunch of weapons. We're talking about a Hall of Famer with a bunch of weapons. I think Justin does have a big game. I do. But I also believe that Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers.
I was going to say the same exact thing.
I can see Justin having that game you said and us losing that game 27-21. I can see that. You know what I mean?
A stomachable loss.
Well, none of those. I don't ever want to be that. I don't ever want to be okay with losing. So no, not if we want to win a championship, and that's where we want to go. So no, the standard is them. You beat them, then you got a shot. Because when they're bad, they're like 8-8 bad. When we're bad, we're 3-13, 3-14 bad. I played on some of those teams, so I know. So, like, I'm telling you, like, they're kind of that stand. I know we hate them, but they're always good. They're pretty damn good most of the time.
Right.
So, if you can beat them, hell yeah, to go a long way. Now, I didn't think we had a shot. Not with didn't have Akeem Hicks, didn't have Montgomery going out to the Raiders and beating that Raiders team. Now, they had a lot of internal stuff going on, okay? They had a lot of internal stuff going on. I'm not sure that the Packers have that. I think the Packers are going to be our toughest test to date. So if our defense plays at that level and we can get pressure on the quarterback without blitzing, if we have to blitz, we're in trouble because he's so good, he sees it before you even come, and you'll never get there. So 27-21, I'm sorry, but I will say that that's the number.
I just hope somebody bottles up Randall Cobb. That guy's been a fucking bear killer forever.
Yeah.
Please, Jalen Johnson, put a fucking smack on that guy this week, would you please? I mean, seriously.
Now, a special teams touchdown, I will give me a little asterisk here. A special teams touchdown or a defensive touchdown, I'm with you, the Bears win.
All right. Alex, how can everybody find you, my man? How can we find you? How can we interact with you on the Twitter machine? How can we find your podcast? How can we do all that?
Man, I'm doing a podcast right after this. I'm doing with Urlacher and Olin Kreutz, and we'll be on Bear Down Cuz. I know you heard my daughter screaming.
I heard my dog barking a couple minutes ago, so it's cool, man. This is podcasting, dude. This is what happens.
My Twitter is AlexBrown96. My Instagram is 96A I'm on NBC Chicago every pre and post game every Sunday. So I'm doing a lot, man. I enjoy it. I love being busy. So getting to come on here with you, with a true Bear fan, man, I love it, man. It's awesome. And I get some free beer out of it. Hell yeah.
Like I said, man, you got my digits now. Just hit me up and we will go down there. I will supply you with the beer.
Done.
Alex, it's been awesome, man. Thank you so much for hopping out on me. I really do appreciate it. I'd love to have you on again soon sometime, my man. Thank you so much. It's been awesome. We will chat soon, my friend. You take care.
Thanks, man.
Take care. Alex Brown, everybody. What a fucking interview. That guy is the man. Absolute fucking monster. Loved having him on. He said exactly what it's like. It's going to be a tough week for the Bears this week against the Packers. We all know that. It's the Green Bay Packers. Before we get into that talk, though, guys, I want to play a couple more quick words from a couple of our sponsors. Because without these fucking guys, we are not able to do the show. Plain and simple. So I'm going to play my sponsor from my girl over at State Farm with the Fat Mike Markdown. My girl, Susie Sheehan. She's absolutely amazing. And where I just got married, White Oak Farm Venue. Beautiful place. If you guys are getting hitched or throwing a badass party, that's where to go, guys. So we will be right back, and we're going to talk Bears Packers for the remainder of the night. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, Susie, thanks for hooking me up with the Fat Mike Markdown on my insurance rates at State Farm. This is awesome.
No, Mike. The Fat Mike Markdown is not a real thing.
I don't believe that for a second. Let me repay you the favor and tell you and all my friends about the Fat Mike Markdown.
Okay, well, that's just fine, considering that State Farm just gives everyone surprisingly great rates.
You heard it here first, folks. So give Susie Sheehan over at State Farm Agency a call and ask for the Fat Mike Markdown. It's the best.
For the real deal, give us a call at 815-306-0184 or go to SusieSheehan.com to request a quote. My team at the Susie Sheehan Agency is here to help with all of your insurance needs for auto, home, and life, and we service Illinois and Indiana. Also, if you mention the Fat Mike Markdown, $10 will be donated to a local charitable organization through our Quotes for Good program in your name. Remember, that's 815-306-0184 or SusieSheehan.com. Thanks so much.
Get on it, everybody.
Woo-hoo.
Honey, will you marry me?
Yes, yes, yes!
Let's get out of here.
Come to Indiana's premier venue. Come to the farm. Come see all the wildlife. Come to White Oak Farm Venue in Michigan City, Indiana.
Come to our 80-acre sanctuary right off I-94 in Michigan City, Indiana.
Come see all we have to offer from 2 brand new Amish-built barns with climate control.
Come see the ponds with beautiful waterfall, meadows and wildflowers, and so much more.
Come see our secluded venue. After you enter our private road, you'll be in your own world away from it all, with outdoor ceremony spaces, wood-fired pizza ovens, and lots of fresh air.
Come enjoy Northwest Indiana's premier wedding venue, where you gather with your family and friends. Stretch your legs and enjoy the most memorable day of your life.
Visit White Oak Farm Venue at whiteoakfarmvenue.com or on Facebook/Instagram.
All right, and we're back again, guys. Thank you again from my sponsor, Susie Sheehan over at the State Farm office, and my girl, Rebecca, over at White Oak Farm Venue. That is where to go, guys. They're absolutely amazing. And another special thank you to our guy, Alex Brown, over here. What an awesome interview. Absolutely loved having him on. Absolutely phenomenal. So here we go, guys. It's Packer week. I want to hear from you guys. You guys want to chime in here? I'd love to have you guys on here with me. Make sure you guys are commenting. Everybody, look at the scroll at the bottom of the screen here. Everybody, go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Hop on there. It's easier for me to read your guys' comments there. Please hop on there because it makes a world of difference. That way I know who I'm talking to. That way I know what's going on. Now, I want to go through our comments here a little bit. Excuse me. Our guy, Tyler Morawski, says 200 yards. Is it coming out? Yeah, it is. It really is. Especially with how broken this offense has been all year long. Okay? Tyler, I'm not looking for him to fucking go 400 yards, 300 yards. I'm looking for him to have a nice, easy game. He's a rookie. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Joe Burrow. He's a different type of monster. Let him be the player that you drafted. And like I said earlier, put him in situations that you know that he can be successful in. Don't let this kid get fucking smeared into the ground this week. You have to protect him. I want to see some more of Alec Bars coming out in the tight end position as an extra blocker. That would be okay. I'm okay with that. I want to see Justin Fields be healthy. All right, I want to see him be healthy. I'm not looking for him to go ham. But for Justin Fields, a nice what's the word I'm looking for? A nice game. I just want to have a nice game, a confident game. No turnovers. Go out there, play the game smart, and do your job. And I think that this week is that week. I really do. I think that week is this week. There's no other week to do it. There's no better week to do it throughout the year. It's this week. I really feel that Justin Fields has that type of game. All right. And like my buddy Kurt Lang here just says, keep up the running game with Williams and Herbert. Again, fuck yeah, keep up that running game with Herbert and Damian Williams. Because that's going to help out tremendously Justin Fields this week. Now, Alex kind of broke my heart there a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Alex, you broke my heart a little bit. All right? You broke my heart just a tiny bit saying that the Packers are going to win this weekend. On the other hand, I know I've been shit, guys. I've been shit. I've been the kiss of death for our Chicago Bears here over the last year, over this year. But for some reason, I think the Bears eke out a win. I really do. I know it's going to be tough going up against this Green Bay Packer team. I know it is. This fucking Packer team offense is ridiculous. With Devontae Adams and Randall Cobb and Tunyon and Marquez Valdez-Scantling and the other asshole that they got that's catching balls. I know it's going to be a tough go. I know it's going to be a tough sell. But the Packers defense isn't all that good. It's really not. It's really not. And I think the Bears can take advantage of it. I really do. I'm going to take the Bears this week in an overtime win. 27-24. Boom. I said it. It's done. That's my pick. I'm taking the Bears in an overtime win with Carlos Santos kicking the game-winning field goal 27-24. Man, I fucking love Packer Week and I hate Packer Week at the same time. But this year, I think it changes. I'm telling you, I think it changes. If the Bears win this week, guys, they have a really good shot at this division. They really do. And like our buddy Ron Rupnow says, Justin has to play a smart game. No turnovers. We don't need him to be Superman. You're goddamn right, Ron. We don't need him to be Superman. We just need him to be effective and smart with the football. No turnovers. Run the rock, control time of possession, and do your job. And let the defense do theirs, but don't put them on the field too often. That's a big thing for Bill Lazor this weekend, is to control time of possession, get first downs. Bill Lazor, first downs win football games. Okay? First downs win football games. You keep on to that ball time of possession. I know Aaron Rodgers is the deadliest fucking quarterback with less than 30 seconds on the clock. He's the deadliest quarterback in football. All right? Keep the ball out of his hands. No turnovers. That's your keys to victory this weekend. That's how you win this game this weekend. Win the time of possession battle. You have to win that. Win special teams. Don't let Mason crossbar. All right. Last week he missed what? How many field goals? Come on, Tyler. Where are you at? You're our Packer fan. How many fucking field goals did he miss last weekend? All right. Yeah, exactly. Fucking crickets. I hear nothing. I hear the crickets outside my window. He's not chiming into nothing. Tyler, eat a bag of dicks. All right. But they win the special teams game. Oh, here we go. He finally chimed in. 3 fucking field goals he missed. 3. Oh, shit. 3 game winners at that. Oh, shit. That's awesome. That makes it that much better. All right. Bears. Win special teams. Make sure you hit your extra points. For the love of God. Make sure you hit your extra points. Get those easy chip shot field goals that Mason Crosby can't fucking hit. Win the time of possession battle and be smart with the football with Justin Fields, Bill Lazor. Don't go crazy. Keep it simple, stupid. Everybody's heard that. Everybody's heard the saying of KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, Sally. You know, do what you got to do just to win the football game. That's where we got to be. And we need pressure, like my buddy Ron says. Again, here we go. We need the defense to go after Rodgers, keep him off balance. Yes and no. You need to cover those weapons that he has. This is going to be a big game for our secondary. Eddie Jackson, I'm talking to you. If a guy comes in front of you, you better fucking hit him, E-Jax. You got to hit him. You got to lay some fucking pipe on this guy. You got to hit them. No more of this ball hawk bullshit. No more of it. I want to see you laying guys out. I want to see you for one game. I want to see you be Rodney Harrison. That's what I want to see this week. I want to see a hard-hitting motherfucker with any wide receiver that comes across you. Lay the pipe on him. Make it known early. Take the 15-yard penalty for one play. But let it be known. You run through Eddie Jackson, you're going to get ran over is what's going to happen. That's what I want to see this weekend. This is not just a game, guys. All right, everybody that calls this a rivalry game, you're full of shit too. It's not a rivalry game either. The Packers have beat the shit out of us for the better portion of 30 years. It's not a rivalry game. All right, but it is a game where the Bears hate the Packers hate the Bears. Go in there and let's turn this ship around and start getting it going towards the Bears side. We got to get this fucking team on the right track, and this week could be that week against the Green Bay Packers. You beat the Packers this week, the entire season expectation changes. And that's the truth. Everybody will be calling in Monday morning to Cap and Jay Hood and Carmen and Yurko and Waddle and Sylvie saying that this team has a fucking shot. And I'll be one of them guys that calls in. If you beat the Green Bay Packers this week, that can change this year for you. It really can. And that's what I want to see out of this Bears team this weekend. It doesn't matter if it's a skin by the taint. It doesn't matter if it's a skin of the teeth win or an ass drubbing. Just get the W. The Bears can win this fucking game tomorrow. Or on Sunday. Tomorrow. I'm thinking today's Saturday, guys. I'm out of my realm. The Bears can win this game. They really can. You beat the Packers this week, it can change your season. It can give you that momentum to carry forward and keep going and beat those other teams. At least be in consideration. They're in the game of those other teams because it gives those guys that life. You beat the Green Bay Packers. It could really happen. It really can happen. But you gotta just keep it simple, stupid. Play the game it's supposed to be played. Run the football, get your first downs, control the clock, and just try and bottle up all those weapons that Green Bay has. So, guys, I want to give a special thank you. We're running low here tonight. It's almost, I'm 2 minutes away from go time. But I appreciate every single one of you that hopped in here with us live tonight. It's been awesome. I love having you guys. I want to give a special thank you to Alex Brown. Again, you can find him at Alex Brown. Look at him. He's sacking Aaron Rodgers on his Twitter page. Go follow him right this second. You can find him on NBC Sports Chicago with Cap and Olin Kreutz. Awesome show, guys. Awesome show. That's where I pulled those quotes from. I had to write them down. I loved it. It was great. Thank you to all the sponsors here tonight. Again, all the sponsors that brought you this show, guys, tonight. Nick and Ivy Brewing Company, the John Darren team out at Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group out in Homer Glen. We got the Cupcakery Bakery out in Lockport. The best goddamn sweets I've ever had in my life. They're amazing. We got the Berardi Law and Associates out in Homer Glen as well. We got Hype Productions up north, and we also have White Oak Farm Venue is where I got married. Where Megan and I got married, where we tied the knot. Now I'm just waiting for a divorce. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for everything tonight. It was a blast hanging out with you guys. You guys are the absolute best. I will see you guys next week. We're going to have another good show next week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night to Alan's show, Bears Fans with a Brain. He's going to be breaking down the Packers as well, just like I did. He always has JB on with him. I don't know if Warwick Holdman's on with him this week, but if he is, that's going to be another great show. All right, we have Friday night this week. We got Harry Berg, Harry the Greek. I almost call him Harry the Berg again. We got Harry the Greek on again, giving all the hot bets. This guy is 19-5, guys, over the last 4 weeks. 19-5 on bets. Make sure you are going in there and listening to this man because this guy's winning a lot of people money. There's a reason why we brought him on here to 1252 Sports Chicago, and that's why, because the guy can win some money for all you guys. So make sure you guys tune in Friday night, 8 o'clock, Harry the Greek, the Over Under podcast. And don't forget that, but we also have the fantasy football show on Friday night as well. Make sure you tune into that. Those guys have been killing it on fantasy. Killing it with Jeffrey Schwartz, Andrew Tarbill, and also Tyler DeMouse. having a great year this year in fantasy football because of those guys. And it's only because of those guys, because before I started listening to them, my team sucked. So make sure you start listening to those guys. On that note, guys, I will see you guys next Wednesday. You guys have a good one. Make sure you tune in Monday to Hube's Views and Brews as well. He's going to be here again talking all the beer that he loves to drink and talking Chicago sports as well. So on that note, guys, you guys take care, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a great week and fucking bear the fuck down, baby. Yeah.